How y'all today? Otho Gold just got off the phone talking with his friend Tiny down in South Alabama. Now, Tiny's on a football team down there. Believe it or not, and he's got a friend named Bubba. And he was telling me the funniest story. He said that they were taking a final exam, and if they didn't pass that test, they were going to be put on probation and not be allowed to play in the biggest ball game of the year. Well, the exam was a fill in the blank, apparently. And the last question read, Old MacDonald had a underline. Well, Bubba was stumped. He had no idea what to answer. But he knew he needed to get this one right to be sure he passed. So making sure the professor wasn't watching, he tapped Tiny on the shoulder. Psst, Tiny, what's the answer to the last question? Well, Tiny laughed. He looked around to make sure the professor hadn't noticed. And then he turned to Bubba. He said, Bubba, you're so stupid. Everyone knows old MacDonald had a farm. Oh, yeah, Bubba said. I remember now. He picked up his number 2 pencil and started to write the answer in the blank. But then he stopped. He tapped Tiny on the shoulder again and he whispered, Tiny, how do you spell farm? You are really dumb, Bubba. That's so easy. Farm is spelled E-I-E-I-O. Well, old Bubba continued talking to me about some of his redneck buddies down there in South Alabama. And he said that 2 of his redneck buddies were driving a pickup truck and they drove into a lumber yard. And one of these guys got out of the pickup truck and walked into the office and said, we need some 4x2s. Well, the clerk asked, you mean 2x4s, don't you? The man said, I'll go check. And he went back to the truck. He returned and said, yeah, I meant 2x4. The clerk said, all right, how long do you need them? The customer paused for a minute and said, I better go check. After a while, this Bubba, he returned to the office and said, a long time. We're going to build a house. Now, you got to admit that rednecks have something to offer all of us as well. Yeah, they do some pretty funny things. Y'all have a good day.